Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name's Emma, beside me is my husband Ash and our children Minky, Dave, Cookie and Tiny Teabag. This is my identical twin sister Suze. We speak a lot about her and we vlog our daily lives here. Thank you for joining us. I love you. Oh, I'm not going to lie, I've proper struggled today and it's only 10 to 11. I mean, to the point where I've like thought I was going to lose it. Mondays for me before I go to Sue's are something else. I don't quite understand what happens on a Monday or what my body anticipates, you know, that makes me get like this on a Monday. But whoa, proper panic attack moments. It's taken me a good couple of hours to get down from each one. Oh, and you know, there's just nothing that'll stop that. So I just have to stop the car and bring myself down. First one happened before I was in the car, and then I've had some real horrible intrusive thoughts and stuff throughout today. I spoke to Suze. She's been very, very sleepy, which she obviously gets really worried about. But, you know, I said you've had a couple of friends over the last couple of days and maybe that's just it. Maybe you're just tired from that. And she said, yeah. So, I have decided I am going to go to her on Christmas Day at some point. I don't mind driving around. And I'll also ask her whether I need to bring anything for Christmas dinner for her and Jace. Maybe that might help. If I cook it the day before or something, or I don't know. But I'm also going to cook her the spaghetti bolognese today, take that to her tomorrow. That'll be nice. But yeah, what these emotions, I just don't, still a year and a half later, I don't know how to deal with them. I don't know how or why the rise and fall happens, or when or what, but it is obviously something to do with going to see Suze on a Tuesday, because it's the worst for me on a Monday. And it's just must be the anticipation of stuff. I don't know. Anyway, I best crack on. I'm delivering everybody's cards as I go. The ones that I managed to get written. So, yeah, just if you're feeling anything like this, is it normal? What do you do to stop it? Are you just the same as me? You know, I feel very blank behind the eyes today. Like really muffled, you know. My brain's shutting down.
You've got me for the little haul video, and you've obviously seen my feet trotting about around Asda. I couldn't really film much in Asda because it was absolutely rammed. I've never seen it so busy. Obviously everyone's panic buying because it's shut for a day. So there we go. So we've got myself macaroni cheese for me. Well, it says meal for two or one ash. Some no chicken stock cubes, lazy garlic, which is absolutely great. Just some normal spaghetti because it doesn't really make any difference what brand it is. Susie's put me onto these and I'm starting to get addicted to these as well. Kimchi noodles, they are absolutely cracking. They're $1.75 each, but they are really filling and they taste absolutely stunning. Chopped tomatoes, yeah, Asda's own brand again. When you're making stuff like chili and bolognese and things like that, it doesn't matter that there's no real flavouring in there because you're putting all the flavouring in anyway. Some Asda's own passata. That is for Emma to make Susie's chili with, just to go and add a bit of depth in there. And some reduced fat mince. Now it says it's reduced fat, it's 12%. I couldn't find any other one, there's only the 12 and the 5%, so there we go. So that's it, a little quick shopping haul. And yeah, so there we have it.
Hello everybody, I'm home. Actually just doing the doggies dinner. And he's been to the shop for me. So he's got the things that I need to make, not them. I'm just having some little piece of chicken. The stuff I need for the, oh my god, spaghetti bolognese. And some mince in there. But I'm very, very broken today. So I'm just going to go and have a sit down. And then I'm going to come back down and cook it later on. But in the meantime, I'm just going to cook some mashed potato. These need using, so I'm going to do some mashed potato for me. With a bit of gravy, I think. Not the most nutritious dinner. But that's what I fancy. Morning everybody. Oh, no makeup on, sorry. Sorry for the scare. 6:15. Just getting the blinds open. And changing the calendar. Oh, sorry. What date is it today? 19th. And I didn't do it yesterday, so I've got to make Susie's spaghetti bolognese. It's just easier for me to make it here than it is to make it in Susie's little tiny kitchen. And it'll be all ready for once I get there anyway if I do it now. So let's get cracking. I've got to get to a client by 7:30, 7:45. So I can do this. I can easily do it. Just got to cut the onions up quite small for her and get them really soft. Again, if any of you are struggling with, you know, bowel issues, tummy issues, where you can't digest it or it's not even really going through into you where it should go, anything with like a skin or seeds is going to be really tricky for you. So Susie tries to avoid it, but onions, if they are cooked really soft, that shouldn't be a problem. I'm not going to put any chilli in it because the seeds and the tomatoes, I'm going to sieve the chopped tomatoes, And I'm also going to put some passata in to help with that issue. Eliminate, you know, seeds in it. If I get the onions on first, they'll be nice and soft then. A couple of them. I know I'm lazy not using a chopping board. Just use some kitchen roll. Let's get them on. Use my mince chopper, get them all soft. The spaghetti on. 2 stock cubes to make the bolognese even yummier. I need to open these tins of tomatoes and sieve them, don't I? Okay, where's the sieve? I did have the sieve, where is it? Burnt them. Well, that's the reality of it. So I've burnt all the first lot of onions, so I'm starting again. Right, so in order to concentrate on what I'm doing, I've turned those hobs off. And I'm now going to sieve these tomatoes and stop being a fanny. I need both hands. Yeah, there's loads of skins and seeds in here, so it really wouldn't have worked for Suze. I don't know how long it's going to take to get the stuff through, but it is working. I want to stress, I'm showing this for the reality of it. It's not to upset Suze or to do anything. She knows that I get upset. She knows that I don't function just like she doesn't, or Ash doesn't, or Jason doesn't, or Mum doesn't, or Terry. And I just want to show, you know, it can be the simplest thing that you want to get right. That when you're in a rush, or you're tired, or you're stressed, or you're sad, this is it. But I'm going to stop now. Right, everybody look. That would have been utterly impossible for Susie to digest, and it would come out of places you can't even imagine. So I'm going to put all that in the bin, and I'm left with all the goodness underneath. And I'm going to put some passata in as well. But all these skins and seeds, bits of skin and seeds would have, you know, possibly come out of the catheter site and stuff. It's beyond horror. So, yeah, I'm going to get rid of all that. I saw this gadget on Mrs. Leanne Jones's channel. Thanks, Leanne. It's great. 40 years I've done without one of these. And just hacked at mince. And this does it perfectly. It breaks it all up. Get them on Amazon. Now I'm going to add the passata. Don't think I'll need all of it actually. We'll see. Need to drain the spaghetti. Right, I'm sorry. I understand how scary that is to watch and how horrible it is to watch. But I just, like I say, I want to show the reality of like losing your tits over something so simple when so much worse is going on. It's very, very hard to keep your composure sometimes. But I'm just wrapping up the spaghetti, and I know loads of you are probably shouting at the screen saying, why didn't you just cook it at Susie's, why didn't you just cook it there? Well, sometimes, you know, I get there and I'm so exhausted that I just want to sit in bed with Suze, and it's not fair on then Jason to start having to cook everything, which he does. He doesn't mind, he cooks her a dinner all the time, of course, but you know, she wanted this and I wanted to make it special for her. So I've done my work diary. I've got to set off in about 10 minutes. And I'm not doing anything to my face. I'm just leaving it because I'm too tired. You know, when I spoke to Suze yesterday, she said she was, I said to her I'd had a really weird couple of days. And she said she had as well, like really weird, horrible thought days and feeling really out of sorts. And I suppose it is because it's coming up to Christmas, and she thought last year was the last one, like she said to you all the other day. So, you know, it's even more real this time. But that looks yum. I've just tasted it. I need to stop this because Susie does not need to see it. I'm going to tell her not to watch this video. It's not what she needs to see. She knows it happens. She just doesn't need to watch it. Right, let's get this put into there and let's set off to work and then set off to Suze. Hello, sorry for the bad picture quality, guys. It's the lighting. I've sorted myself out. Well, I did before I got in the car, I promise. I've spoken to Suze. She's having a really weird couple of days as well, and I said to her, I'm sorry if it's me, you know, the twin thing, and I'm linking it to you and you're feeling bad. And she said I'm sorry if it's me and that I'm making you feel bad. And I said, no, it's not you. And she's getting the weird, like, daydreaming back, where she sort of shuts down and starts thinking about the last thing that she looked on her phone, but she's then sort of falling asleep, and then has but still like sat up on the toilet or something, and then carries on whatever she was looking at on her phone into some sort of weird scenario that she makes up in her own head. And I said to her, is that the pain meds again? And she doesn't think it is, because she's trying to not take too much of that makes her go funny. And I said, well, what about infection then? Because that can make you go very weird. And she says she checks her own temperature all the time. The catheter bag has been filling with some things that it shouldn't fill with, but there's no like infection that's taken hold that'll be making her mind go crazy. So anyway, she knows how to monitor it herself, plus she's on it with her team will know about it as well. She'll let the Macmillan nurse know and everything. But she has these stages. She knows what they're about. But yeah, I needed to leave it in because I wanted you all to understand that if you're going through it, this is what can happen. It can be something so simple that tips you completely over the edge. You know, if you've been trying to hold it in and be strong or whatever, or trying not to cry because your face is burnt and your eyes are so sore, and then you hold it in, which I wouldn't recommend because it's got to come out somewhere. And this morning was my uncontrollable time that it needed to come out. Don't get me wrong, I cry every day, but it can be like little sobs or little tears that come out. But this morning I lost it, and I'm sorry to Ash because he doesn't know how to deal with it. Sorry for everybody that has to deal with it, really. Susie said that she was sorry, and I said no, that it's not you, it's the situation. You haven't done this to me, you haven't made me feel sad like this. It's everything else. So I told her about it and said, don't watch the video of me crying. But this is what happens when the despair is so deep. Anyway, I've just been to two of my lovely clients, and done 2 nail trims as well. Oh, and they've just brightened my whole morning. Big kisses and cuddles everywhere. I've had all my face washed. I try and keep away and they're like they're just the cutest little babies. Well, they're not, they're 2 big dogs, but so cute. They're so big, but when I get there, they want to sit on my knee like little lap dogs, like Minky. Oh. But I'm now heading to my next one, and I'm going to try and find a coffee. Pick a coffee up, treat myself to a coffee. But it's a lovely day. It's really warm. I've had to take my coat off twice. I've put it back on when I got in the car, but it's really mild today. Ooh. Oh, and diesel. Been on my light for the last 20 miles, which I know is naughty. But I need to find a petrol station, but I think there's one up here. So I'll go and do that as well. Oh, right lads. I've got to Sue's. Just going to get the spaghetti out and the, oh my goodness, the sun. My bag and my my packing. Oh my God, stop it. Let's just talk to you later.
Heading up the west coast in the morning to find a place where no one knows our faces or our names. If we don't leave now, we might never make it out alive. Plans are changing, rearranging all the time. So come away with me. Let's break free.